What's up, guys? Sebastian Georgia here. Welcome back to my channel. This is a day in the life of running a software company that makes $500,000 a month. We're at $528,000 a month in recurring revenue. What we're doing now is, in my opinion, it's so much cooler than just having, a normal job. This is pretty much the plan. From 10 to 11, I'm gonna respond to all communications. So in the morning, I have to respond and catch up with everyone, and then I don't do it throughout the middle of the day so I can actually work. And then before I finish the day, I respond again. So this is what has worked for me. If I just responded to people all day long, it would take up the whole day. I wouldn't be able to get anything done. We're gonna read after from 11 to 12. Then at 12:30, we're gonna have lunch. So I'm gonna have food. Then after that, I'm gonna go back to the computer and I'm gonna do one big task I want to get done today, one thing that's going to take about 30 minutes to an hour. Then after I'm done with that, we're going to go to the gym. Then from 2 to 5 p.m., we're going to find another place to work, either at my friend's Airbnb, Josh. They're from out of town and they have a really cool Airbnb down in the city. Or we're going to go to the Watermark, which is a co-working space in Tempe. Super cool place, building on the river, and we'll go work there. After that, I'm going to come home and watch an episode of the show I'm watching. So yeah, guys, let's get started.
My body's breaking, slowly shaking, slowly waking up. I'm out.
Right now, we have a team of 17 to 18. I think it's 18, including some more freelance people, like some designers for the UI. I wouldn't really consider these graphic designers part of our team because we are on an agency relationship with them, but we do have some designers that we work with pretty much full time, so I kind of consider them part of the team. But yeah, full-time employees, I think we have 14 or 13 or something like that.
What's it like to manage all those people, or make sure all the ducks are in a row, if that makes sense?
I wouldn't be able to do it. I can manage 18 people, so that's why we have a team. So it is probably more than 18 people when I actually think about it. It's probably more because we have the marketing team, which is Brandon with all of his guys, and I don't manage those guys. I barely even know what they're doing on a day-to-day basis, but Brandon does. Brandon meets with them frequently, and sometimes I'm in those meetings, sometimes I'm not in those meetings. I don't task them on anything. I don't have any creative ideas that I really force them to do. Once in a while I'll have an idea and I'll pass it to the CMO, and then Brandon will pass it to his guys. And same thing with Tucker. If I have an idea for product, or if I notice a bug, I'm not going to our engineers, and I'm DMing them and being hey, fix this. I don't do that. I tell Tucker on the next meeting, I'll write down my idea or what I noticed, and I'll DM Tucker and I'll be hey, I noticed this is a problem. And then he'll be okay, and he'll address it in the next meeting, or he'll task it out on a Trello board. And when we get to it, we get to it. We don't just stop what we're doing and go fix it.
How's the actual day-to-day, or your routine changed since you kind of started the SaaS, as opposed to maybe some previous business models that you were in?
Now I would say it's a lot more of a normie schedule for me, because yeah, because I've let all of the other projects, I've sold the house, I've stopped doing all the other things, so that I can really just focus one thing on this software and really give it everything I have. And so I can just lock in and focus on one thing, and I don't get distracted or split my focus. And I'm also married now, so I have a wife, so I have to spend time with her. She lives in the house with me, so I need to have more of an appropriate routine. I feel we can't just do whatever I want.
Just running around doing
because she does stuff throughout her day, but come sunset, she wants to hang out with me. She wants to talk to me. She wants to spend time with me. So and I have to do that. So I have to kind of fit into the more traditional 9 to 5, 8 to 4. So to give you guys some context, we're building for Atlas right now. We're building a universal scraper. So before, you could build a website or a landing page with a Shopify product, an AliExpress link, Alibaba link, or Amazon link, right? But what we're doing is building a feature that will allow somebody to paste any link on the internet, no matter where it's from. You can paste a link from Etsy, you can paste a link from Best Buy, you can custom code a website that exists on its own, create a product page, copy the link to that and paste the link there into Atlas and build a landing page or a store with any link on the planet. So that's what we're building right now. And one of our engineers was giving a demo on our meeting yesterday, the all hands meeting on Thursday. And he's like, all right, somebody give me a link. Like, try to stump me. Like, give me any link in the world. So I went to Crate and Barrel and I was like, all right, build me a store based on this Crate and Barrel pendant light. And it didn't work. It didn't work because he had like a VPN because he's in a different country. And Crate and Barrel was like, I gave him like a US link. So it blocked. He couldn't open the link. So now he's like, all right, send it to me again. So I'm looking at Crate and Barrel pendants. This was our demo store for a long time. This is kind of what it looked like and felt like. This was our bundler, our upsells. And it looks great, right? This animated star section was cool. But it wasn't like as professional as it needed to be, and themes are evolving and they're getting better. This is gonna be our most up-to-date one. As you can tell, same vibe, but a bunch of new sections that are different. Like these sections are totally different. We have images now that we can add here. And this is like missing a lot of content, but overall, yeah, much different theme. And also we've adopted the new way of structuring like the theme with like the nested blocks. Horizon, like Shopify released their latest theme, Horizon, and it's the newest theme that does it. So we've migrated over to that version as well so that we're like up to date. It's 11, I've caught up. So now I'm gonna go and read. So right now the book I'm reading is called Drive, and I also just ordered the Elon Musk biography book. I want to read that. I heard it was really good, and I'm probably gonna start reading both of them at the same time and like swap between the two to keep it interesting because they're very different from each other. But today I'm gonna read the Drive book. So I'm gonna read like a chapter or two and spend like 30 to 45 minutes doing that. And then after that, we'll have some lunch and go from there.
What's your favorite book?
Yeah, I haven't read like a ton of books. I've probably read like 20. I haven't read like anything that has changed my life. But most of the books I've read have been like business related books, you know, like practical stuff like self-improvement type books. And yeah, I actually met that guy, Robert Kiyosaki. But yeah, I've read like recently been reading like a lot of SaaS books, like a lot of business books, like Zero to One by Peter Thiel. The Hard Thing About Hard Things was a good book. They're all good books. They're all like interesting and fun to read. But I can't think of one that stood out to me like that. It was like blown me away, like best book I've ever read in my whole life. Yeah, this is a good book if you're starting any business, but it just is like a guide. It's like a very short book. And this guy consulted and met with many, many different CEOs. Like he helped Sam Altman with OpenAI. He helped the guy from Coinbase and a bunch of other people. And this is just like a manual for being a good CEO. So this is a good book for product positioning and like how to like position your product the best way possible. This is just a general SaaS framework playbook. It's very beginner, very basic, but still like a lot of useful stuff. This is a good book for learning how to onboard customers really well. This is a good book by Dan Martell. This teaches you like where you should spend your time and how you should spend it. And not in a way that is like annoying, because I'm not one of those guys that like really enjoys like strict schedules. Like we have one today because of the video, but I'm not like one of the guys that wants to plan out like my entire year, because it just seems like so much work and like mental thought going into it. But this book just kind of helps you understand that doing this the right way, like planning the right way, actually allows you to like live a more free, stress-free life, and it shows you how to do it. He's no, just an associate. Hello. Yeah, this is women. Oh, you guys have a bunch of people there? The Drive, it's kind of a weird thing with Drive. It's like, I had a lot when I was young because I had no money, and then I made a lot of money, and now I'm like, I have more than enough. I can retire and be happy. But there's a newfound drive that's different than the old drive. The old drive was like a drive out of necessity or scarcity or like survival. Yeah. And Now I just want to work really hard, and I want to be really proud of what I do. And I want to just do, like, I just want to do a good job. I want to build something and do like a good job. Dude, my wife made some banana bread the other day. It's so fire. If you want some, you can have some. It's made with love. You can't get that at the store. I have a couple of tasks that I need to do. It's 2:46. We're a little bit behind schedule, but I'm gonna just start getting to work on these tasks. I have like a personal Trello board, all the things I try to get done in a week, and something that was extra was creating a job description, like a list of responsibilities for somebody that we're going to promote in the company, what they're going to do on a day-to-day basis, a scorecard for them to measure their success and to like continuously improve like their metrics. So I'm going to create that now, hand it to CTO, and then CTO is going to talk to him about it, offer him the position, and then I'll talk to him about it. He's going to edit that job description a little bit if there's something I missed, and yeah, we'll hire him. We're at 528,000 a month in recurring revenue. And if I go back here to our trials, so you can see our trials every day and see how much like trial value we're getting. So you can kind of see, these are like our trial values. Purple is converted, gray is canceled, and then our conversion rate, which is about 63%, which is really good actually. So this is for November 8th. The day ends in 14 minutes. And so this will kick in 14 minutes. In about 14 minutes, about $10,000 in trial value will convert over, and that will be added to our MRR. Oh, what's up, Brandon?
What's up?
So if our net margin is 35%, which it's 30, last month it was 29% climbing, it's going to be 30%. It'll get to 35%. I think that's probably where we'll stay. Then at a 10x EBITDA multiple, the business value is 10 times 0.35 times revenue. So 10x EBITDA would be, with 35 margins, would be a 3.5x revenue multiple. So I actually want to talk about the business that we are building now. I don't think that we are the best people in the world at running business. When I say this, I just want everyone to know that like we are still figuring out what to do week by week, month by month. So it's me, a CTO/COO, and then a CMO. And right now, what I have control over and what I do on a daily basis is look outward and in front of us. So I think about the long-term vision of Atlas and what it's going to be. I gather information from the market. I gather information from trends, from people in the market to make higher quality decisions about the direction of Atlas, to build this product in the direction that people actually want it. Like, I don't want to build something I want. I want to build something that the market wants. And the way to know that is to be close to the market and to talk to them and to listen to them. That's pretty much it. Pretty boring day in the life. So yeah, this is pretty much how it goes. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to go get ready for dinner.
All right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMM Shiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here. And this should be already fine. 2014, 2017. Yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm. And now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right. The order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.